The popular star of TLC's The Little Couple, Bill Klein, has long been admired for his humor, fortitude, and endearing tale of love with his wife, Dr. Jennifer Arnold. However, startling revelations have surfaced that have left fans stunned. Bill Klein was taken into custody, and the specifics of his legal issues reveal more serious issues in his marriage to Jennifer than anyone could have predicted. The marriage has been viewed as a source of strength by spectators for years, overcoming health issues and living a positive life while raising their two adopted children, Will and Zoey. But behind the happy moments and smiles, it seems like storm clouds were building, resulting in a catastrophe that has now erupted in the public eye. Fans of the young couple were shocked by the arrest. When the news initially surfaced, social media was inundated with inquiries. Where is Bill Klein now? For what reason was he arrested? What does this mean for his marriage to Jennifer, who has supported him for more than 10 years, is the most important question of all. Early reports said that a heated dispute that got out of hand was the reason for Bill's arrest. Although the specific claims are still being investigated, family members indicate that years of stress from medical issues, business setbacks, and the strain of raising children in the public eye may have contributed to this tipping point. Fans have long thought that Bill and Jennifer's marriage is unbreakable. The couple met in a fairly unusual way, fell in love in spite of challenges, and created an inspiring and hopeful existence. Together, they brought their dream of parenthood to life in a most amazing way by adopting Zoey from India and Will from China. The audience loved seeing them transition to children, change careers, and help each other through health crises, especially Jennifer's cancer struggle. However, there are challenges in every marriage. Additionally, it appears that the clients were silently facing greater difficulties than they disclosed. According to rumors, anxiety has been rising behind the glossy exterior. The family was heavily burdened by Jennifer's hard medical career, the stress of moving frequently for work, and the ongoing intrusion of fame. Rumor had it that Bill was battling his own personal issues at the time. Some connected to unsuccessful economic endeavors as intended. Although the pair frequently presented a unified front on camera, insiders claim that in private arguments over priorities, finances, and parenting choices were growing increasingly common. According to some reports, the arrest might have been the final straw in a troubled marriage. Online, fans reacted quickly, with many expressing surprise that Bill, the loving, caregiving father figure they had grown to love, could be in such a difficult circumstance. But others pointed out that no relationship is ideal, and the harder realities of life are frequently concealed by celebrity. It simply proves that you can never truly understand what other people are going through. Jennifer Arnold has been largely silent since the arrest, but close friends say she is devastated. One admirer said, "Bill and Jen always seemed so happy, but clearly they were dealing with things we never saw." Jennifer has always taken pleasure in her tenacity and has been a dedicated mother and doctor. She supported Bill through his earlier hardships and is frequently given credit for. During her fight with cancer, he was her biggest ally. But now it seems like the roles have been reversed, and Jennifer must deal with both the emotional toll Bill's incarceration takes on her family as well as the public humiliation it causes. According to sources, she has told family members that the experience has left her feeling deceived and devastated. This is especially delicate for Will and Zoey, the youngsters. Both children have been raised in the spotlight and are loved by followers all over the world. However, just like any kids, their parents' stability determines how secure they feel. High-profile legal issues like this can have a negative impact on families, experts warn, particularly on young children who may not completely comprehend what is going on but can sense the stress at home. While determining how to proceed in her marriage, Jennifer is reportedly making a concerted effort to protect the kids from the turmoil. The tiny couple's future is likewise called into question by this situation. The show has not been broadcasting in recent years, although still has a devoted following, may be affected by these changes. Although TLC has not made an official statement, the network usually avoids disputes that can damage its reputation as a family-friendly channel. Bill is still having legal issues. It might put in jeopardy the show's possible comeback, which many fans have been fervently anticipating. Legal professionals are currently examining the potential ramifications of Bill's arrest for his future. Depending on how the charges turn out, he can be subject to penalties, probation, or worse. More significantly, if Jennifer believes her trust has been betrayed, the arrest may cause tension in their relationship. Legal problems frequently lead to marital breakdowns, particularly when one partner feels let down or caught off guard. It might be the beginning of the end for one of the most adored couples on reality TV if Jennifer decides to break up with Bill. However, some followers hope for redemption despite the gloom surrounding the scenario. Bill Klein has long had a reputation for tenacity and optimism. Many think that he might be able to mend his marriage and restore his reputation with therapy, accountability, and the undying love of his family. Some people think Jennifer could choose mending and forgiveness to separation, and she is also respected for her compassion and courage. The world waits for answers for the time being. What specifically caused Bill Klein to be arrested? Will Jennifer Arnold accompany him or leave? How will their kids handle the upheaval in their parents' emergency? Most significantly, will the marriage that motivated millions of people withstand this startling test? Bill Klein's arrest tale is more than just a headline, that much is certain. It serves as a warning that problems may arise behind closed doors for even the most admired couples. Even when a marriage is founded on love, it still takes a lot of effort, patience, and trust, and fame does not protect one from adversity. Although the news is devastating for fans of the tiny pair, it also humanizes the individuals they have been observing for years. The world will keep a careful eye on things as additional information becomes available, hoping that Bill and Jennifer can navigate the confusion, whether that entails making amends or parting ways. Until then, Bill Klein's startling arrest will always be remembered as a watershed in the tale of an untouchable couple who now have to deal with the most trying period of their life. Fans of the little pair have been following the inspirational story for over 10 years. Voyage of Will and Zoey, Dr. Jennifer Arnold, her husband Bill Klein, and their 2 kids. Millions of people have been moved by this family's opening of their life to the world, from their early days as newlyweds to their heartwarming adoption stories and the medical struggles they experienced as parents and kids. The family is now contemplating a daring move to Boston after years of creating a lovely life in Houston, and fans are giddy with interest about what led to this choice and what the future holds for the Klein in this fascinating novel. The remarkable medical career of Dr. Jen Arnold lies at the heart of this decision. Jen has dedicated her life to protecting infants and mentoring medical students, and she has grown into a renowned neonatologist and educator over the years. She recently took a prominent leadership position at Harvard Medical School and Boston Children's Hospital, which is regarded as one of the world's leading pediatric facilities. For Jen, this is a chance as well as a career advancement to further influence her profession by combining her clinical experience with her love of mentoring the upcoming generation of medical professionals. She is at the forefront of pediatric innovation in this ideal profession, something for which she has spent years working relentlessly. Moving to Boston isn't just for job though. Family and providing the ideal atmosphere for their kids are equally important. Having been adopted from abroad, Will and Zoey have grown up in the spotlight. They have been viewed by fans take their initial steps, acquire English, attend school, and grow into their individual selves. The clients now want to make sure they are in a community that provides them with a supportive environment, cultural diversity, and abundant educational possibilities as they approach adolescence. Boston offers the ideal setting for this next stage of their upbringing because of its top-notch educational institutions, museums, and historical sites. The couple's business-minded partner, Bill Klein, has also been getting ready for the relocation in his own way. He has started companies over the years that have included anything from pet supplies to medical equipment. Boston provides him with fresh chances to grow his business, network with other business owners, and help Jen while establishing his own career. Bill has always placed a strong emphasis on family balance, ensuring that the children and home life are steady as Jen pursues her busy job in medicine. By relocating to a city like Boston, he can help Jen advance professionally while also maintaining the family's roots in a thriving, family-friendly community. Their new residence is among the most talked about features of their relocation. When the family revealed that they had bought a gorgeous $2.1 million home in the Boston region, fans got a sneak peek. The house is roomy, contemporary, and tailored to their particular requirements. Because both Jen and Bill have skeletal dysplasia, accessibility is a top concern. To ensure that the entire family could live comfortably, their Boston home was carefully selected and modified. Additionally, this new home is more than just a physical structure. It represents a new beginning, a location for creating memories, and the continuation of a tale that has been followed by admirers for years. But change is never simple. The family had lived in Houston for more than 10 years, so leaving meant bidding farewell to close friends, comfortable surroundings, and a place where their kids spent the majority of their formative years. For the Klein, Houston also symbolized a period of extraordinary fortitude. Will and Zoey adapted to their new life there, Jen fought cancer there, and the family overcame obstacles there, both private and public. Though Jen and Bill's mindset has always been to welcome new experiences rather than fight them, the choice to move was not made lightly. Houston's warmth and southern charm will stand in sharp contrast to Boston's harsh winters and fast-paced way of life. However, the Kleins are renowned for their ability to adjust with poise and optimism. Supporters are already excited to see how Will and Zoey adjust to their new schools, what extracurriculars they participate in, and how the family will embrace life in New England. While Zoey has excelled in dancing and the arts, Will has always displayed a love of sports and adventure. Boston's countless extracurricular activities will allow both children to flourish in fresh ways. The potential for the young couple to make a comeback to television adds another intriguing element to their move. Although there haven't been any new episodes on TLC in years, viewers have expressed a strong desire to see the Kleins return to the show. Something as big as moving across the nation could offer the ideal setting for a spin-off or revival series. Viewers would be excited to see how the family adapts to Boston life, overcomes obstacles, and develops as a unit. Although there has been no official confirmation, there is still a lot of conjecture, and the Kleins' devoted fan base is prepared to watch when the cameras roll again. But even away from the cameras, the Kleins are steadfast in their resolve to prioritize their family and live a genuine life. Jen has frequently discussed how their journey is about more than just triumphing difficulties relating to dwarfism or health issues, but rather to demonstrate that families may take many different forms and that love and tenacity can overcome nearly anything. They are reiterating that message by relocating to Boston, showing that although change might be frightening, it can also be a springboard for development and opportunity. This move is more than simply a change of address for fans. It serves as a reminder that dreams never stop growing, that life is constantly changing, and that even cherished TV families must occasionally venture beyond their comfort zones in order to achieve greater objectives. Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoey are entering a city rich in opportunity, innovation, and history. And those who have followed them from the start will undoubtedly continue to be inspired by their adventure. The Kleins' move to Boston ultimately comes down to ambition, optimism, and the unbreakable tie of family. It's about teaching their kids that sometimes, in order to achieve greater things, you have to have the courage to leave behind what you know. It's about pursuing career goals while maintaining a strong commitment to family values. Writing the next chapter of their incredible tale in a city that is prepared to welcome them is the goal. While they explore everything Boston has to offer, unpack boxes, and get used to their new routines, one thing is still evident. The small couple's spirit will never go out of style. Although fans may long for the Houston era, there is no denying the thrill of seeing this family bravely embark on a new journey. For Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoey, Boston is more than simply a place to visit. It marks the start of a completely new adventure that is full of potential, exploration, and innumerable memories that have not yet been created. The sweet journey of Dr. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, the adored reality TV stars whose narrative won hearts all over the world, has long been treasured by fans of the little pair. The duo is back in the spotlight after years of highs and lows and many memorable moments as TLC gets ready to bring them once again in a fresh chapter. This time, their return is linked to a well-known location that is steeped in history and optimism. Their house in Houston. Houston is more than just the city where the family used to reside for devoted fans. Some of their most treasured series memories are set against this backdrop. Now that Jen and Bill are making their eagerly awaited comeback to television, it's in the spotlight. Viewers instantly identified with Jen and Bill when the little couple initially appeared on television. They weren't merely stars of reality. They were the first to demonstrate to the world that humor, love, and resiliency could triumph over almost any challenge. Living with skeletal dysplasia and dealing with its associated difficulties, such as surgeries and health issues, made their lives never easy. However, their resolve to build a lovely life together struck a deep chord. Their story's Houston chapter is still a favorite among fans. They adopted their children, Will and grew their family in Houston, Zoey, and created a house full of resiliency and joy. At the time, that house in Houston represented a new beginning for Jen and Bill. When renowned neonatologist Jen accepted a job offer at Texas Children's Hospital, her career took off. Bill, meantime, demonstrated his inventiveness and tenacity by investing his energies into business endeavors. Together, they made their home a haven where their kids could develop, flourish, and feel secure rather than merely a place to live. As the home arrived, fans watched. Full of family milestones, therapy sessions, birthday celebrations, and meaningful dialogues. There was a story in every nook of that room. Fans were ecstatic to learn that the tiny pair will be making a comeback, this time with Houston in the picture. The announcement marks the family's symbolic reunion with the city that influenced so much of their journey, in addition to their televised return. The location where many pivotal events took place is one that viewers are keen to see again, and they wish to see the changes that have occurred since Jen and Bill left Houston as their home base. Naturally, there is context to this comeback. Jen took up a new position in hospital leadership after she and Bill moved to Boston in recent years. The family's relocation to Massachusetts brought with it new obstacles, new jobs, and new schools for the children. However, supporters' memories of Houston have endured despite their current circumstances. That house is a representation of strength, stability, and their family's early history. Going back to Houston on TLC is like coming full circle. The fact that its resurgence is about more than nostalgia is what gives it such significance. It has to do with resiliency. Documented during the Houston years, Jen's fight with cancer demonstrated her bravery to the globe. In addition to the severe difficulties she encountered, viewers saw Bill's steadfast support and their kids' will to keep going ahead. Both the victories and the burden of those hardships were carried by that Houston home. The fact that the family is revisiting it now serves as a reminder that love and tenacity always triumph over adversity. TLC's choice to devote a portion of the upcoming season to Houston shows that the network knows what fans value most. Few stories are as genuine as Jen and Bill's, and audiences seek sincerity. Their house in Houston has always had a distinct personality of its own. Warm, hospitable, and heartwarming. It served as a haven for innumerable festivities, a foundation of support throughout health struggles, and a place of safety following adoption travels. TLC is doing more than just bringing a show back to life by doing this. Fans are being reunited with a significant portion of television history. Regarding what viewers might anticipate from this return, it is evident that Jen and Bill are prepared to reopen their doors and share the pleasures and difficulties of their present existence. Will and Zoey, who were once youngsters, are now teenagers. This significant event portends new relationships, tales, and parenting experiences. The show will surely focus on how they manage their careers, raise teenagers, and keep up with their families. By bringing Houston back into the story, audiences can honor the origins that influenced the family's journey while also seeing how far they've come. The Houston house holds more value than just family recollections. It also serves as a community symbol. Houston fans have always embraced the pair, standing by them when they appeared in public and supporting them when they faced difficulties. Messages of support poured in during Jen's fight with cancer, many of them from Houstonians who had a personal connection to her profession as a doctor. Reviving such enthusiasm offers an opportunity to highlight not only the family but also the community that supported them. This return means more to TLC than just bringing a show back to life. It's about paying tribute to one of their favorite family's legacies. Because it wasn't about phony drama or extravagant plots, the tiny pair stood out. It dealt with chaotic, complex, and, in its own unique manner, beautiful real life. TLC is leveraging the genuineness that made the show unique from the start by focusing the revival on Houston. In addition to watching, fans want to experience a sense of homecoming. Concerns about the family's future are also raised by the return to Houston. Will Jen and Bill go back there to spend more time? Will they consider the difficulties of departing and the pleasures of returning? Will fans witness the emergence of new customs alongside the established ones? Heartfelt stories like these are what keep audiences interested. The show explores more than simply the past and present. The focus is on the future, and the Houston house is once more a stop along that route. Anticipation is growing as the countdown to the return season starts. Longtime fans are already spreading the word on social media about their favorite Houston experiences from the past. Episodes. Many remember Jen's resolute return to work following treatment, Will and Zoey's delight while playing in the backyard, and Bill's unwavering positivity that got the family through difficult times. That house is connected to all those memories. Fans are now prepared to add more. In the end, the Houston residence of Jen Arnold and Bill Klein is more than just walls and floors. It represents love, tenacity, and the unwavering spirit of a family. Their comeback to TLC is more than just a TV show. It's honoring all that they have conquered and everything that they are still creating together. They are reminding viewers that home is more than simply where you live by going back to Houston. It is the place where your tale is planted, develops, and keeps inspiring others. The return is more than just amusement for the small couple's admirers. It's an opportunity to see again the bravery, heart, and comedy that made Jen and Bill famous, as well as a reunion with a family they've come to love. As TLC glows, with Houston once again in the spotlight, one thing is evident. The adventure is far from ended. It's only becoming more powerful.